I don't think the window worked out exactly the same format that we thought it would. Maybe we thought at the beginning it'd be more likely that Marc went and we kept Yoa. We got the bid that we got for Yoa, and we felt that we needed to do something rather than not in that area, because there were other things that we needed to do. And we accepted that bid, which then made it, as I actually said on the interview, I think before we did it, that it would be very difficult really to sell both of our starting centre-backs in one window. That's not to say it wasn't still an outside possibility, but we got to the right number. But then Chaddy got injured. That doesn't look quite as bad as it seems, but it still left us very light and really made it impossible for us to consider at that point.
So for someone like Marc Guehi, you mentioned those other reasons going against it, was it more to do with that than the actual numbers from Newcastle?
We need to make sure, first of all, that we're secure, if we think we can be secure, and then try and build a squad that we think can push on up the league. And of course we aspire to play in Europe. It'd be a dream if we could get this club into Europe. So there's so many moving parts and so many people doing their own thinking and all the things that they want to do and what they want to spend money on, and sometimes you just don't get a deal done. It's someone's fault, right? It doesn't happen, and circumstances overtake you because you get other bids, and it's a very fluid thing, isn't it? Certainly it could have worked out differently. It just didn't. I've no doubt that Marc will, unless, as I've said, we want to be a destination club in the end. That's what we want to be. We want to be playing the Champions League, but the reality is we don't right now. That's what players want to achieve in their career, right? And we respect that, and we respect the fact that sometimes we're going to be a pathway to that. We're proud of the fact that Michael's gone to Bayern Munich. We want to be selling to the top clubs, or to clubs like Newcastle who've got great aspirations, and have recently been in the Champions League. And so we have to manage all of those things. We won't get really great young talent to come to us if they think they're going to be stuck. Equally, the players have got to realise that the club comes first, and we've got to do our best to make sure that the club thrives. We can build the new stand, we can carry on growing and developing, and obviously all of that's much easier to do in the Premier League, and even easier to do if you can get into the top 10 and maybe knock on the door of Europe. I was really, really worried from a club point of view of losing Michael and Ebbs in the same window, and we didn't have in Ebbs the interest that I thought we would have. I mean, I was astounded.
Yeah.
Genuinely astounded. I mean, the guy's just an outstanding footballer, an outstanding person. He's a gift to any football club, and the performance he gave on Sunday, having not moved from Crystal Palace, I'm sure, I don't think any Crystal Palace supporter would mind the fact that Ebbs at some point wants to play at the highest level. He's playing regularly for England. I think he's back in the squad again, which we're so proud about. So I think we've laid a marker down for what we want to achieve for the club, for what we want to achieve to the boys, that come to the club, and you're working together on these things. So look, it was great for the club that we didn't lose both Michael and Ebbs in the same window, but we understand that at some point maybe somebody will come in, and I'll be his biggest fan. I mean, I'll be watching Michael to see how he's doing. It's a big change for Palace fans to have players going to these kind of clubs. Perhaps slightly better that Michael's not playing in another Premier League club for us, and not playing against us. But yes, Ebbs is still here, and it's great for the football club. I was surprised that that's what happened.